Hi, I'm Oliver, and today I've got some metaphors for you. Have you ever wondered what actually happens behind the scenes when you click a link? The internet feels like magic. You click, and things just appear. But underneath that seamless experience is a complex system called TCP/IP that makes it all work. The problem is, TCP/IP feels incredibly abstract. Terms like network layer and routing don't mean much until you can visualize what's happening. So let's try something different. Imagine the internet is a Hollywood studio lot. There are 4 different delivery systems working together. Each one solves a specific problem. Okay, picture a busy Hollywood studio. Props need to move from the warehouse to stage 12. Equipment needs to go from the editing bay to the soundstage. On a studio lot, you don't use delivery trucks for this. You'd use golf carts. They're quick, efficient, and they know every shortcut. This is what the network access layer does. It's local delivery, moving information between devices on the same network. This golf cart system uses simple addressing, like Post-it notes that say from prop department to loading dock. These notes only make sense on the local studio lot. In technical terms, these are MAC addresses. But here's the critical detail. Golf carts aren't street legal. They can't leave the studio property. If you need to send something to a different studio across town, or to New York, or to London, the golf cart can't help you. So what happens when you need to send something beyond the studio lot? That's where delivery trucks come in. These aren't limited to one location. They can go anywhere. This is the internet layer. This is where IP addresses live. Here's where it gets interesting. Well, if you can call it that. The loading dock is the connection point. In networking terms, that's your router. The router takes packages from the golf carts and loads them onto delivery trucks. This 2-layer system is why networking works. Golf carts are optimized for local speed. Trucks are optimized for long-distance routing. So now we have local and long-distance delivery figured out. But there's another question. How reliable does this delivery have to be? Imagine you're shipping master film reels for a major movie. These reels are numbered. Reel 1, Reel 2, Reel 3. If Reel 7 gets lost or arrives out of order, the movie is unwatchable. You need every single reel in the correct sequence with no errors. You need to use a premium delivery system that confirms receipt before sending the next one. This is TCP, the Transmission Control Protocol. Now let's imagine a different scenario. A studio needs 100,000 gallons of pudding for a prank show. Do they need exactly 100,000 gallons? Not really. If 999,999 gallons show up, the prank still works. If a few trucks arrive out of order, nobody cares. It all ends up in the same pool anyways. So, you use standard shipping, faster, cheaper, and you don't waste time confirming every delivery. This is UDP, the User Datagram Protocol. So, different jobs need different levels of reliability. When you load a web page or send an email, you need TCP. Every piece of data matters. When you're streaming live video or in a Zoom meeting, you need UDP. Speed matters more than perfection. This is also where port numbers come in. Port numbers are like department labels on packages. When data arrives at your computer, the port number tells it which department to go to. All of this delivery infrastructure exists to serve the people who actually use the materials. The department making movies, TV shows, and content. This is the application layer, the actual programs you use every day. HTTP is the web browsing department, SMTP is email, FTP is file transfers. Each application speaks its own language, but they all rely on those 3 delivery layers below them. Here's why this matters. When something breaks on the internet, understanding these layers helps you figure out where the problem is. Can't access any websites? Maybe your golf cart system is broken. Check your Wi-Fi. Can you access local network resources but not the internet? Maybe the loading dock is broken. Check your router. Perhaps you have a website loading slowly, but video calls are working just fine. Maybe TCP is struggling, but UDP is fine. The internet feels invisible and magical, but really it's just a sophisticated delivery system. Golf carts handle local transportation. Trucks handle long-distance routing. Different reliability options serve different needs, and applications format data for specific purposes. Each layer builds on the one below it, creating a system that can deliver anything to anyone, anywhere in the world in just milliseconds. The next time you click a link, imagine that click triggering all 4 layers working together. That's TCP IP. That's the internet. And now, instead of being an abstract concept, it's something you can actually picture. Thank you, good night, we love you all.